They carve through continents, sculpt landscapes, and have been the lifeblood of civilizations for millennia. We're talking about rivers, nature's great collectors, mighty arteries of our planet. But have you ever wondered, which of these colossal waterways stretches the furthest? Which one truly earns the title of the world's longest river? It sounds simple, right? Just get out a giant tape measure. But as we'll discover, crowning the king of rivers is a surprisingly tricky business filled with geographical debates, arbitrary fudging, and some truly mind-boggling numbers. Today we're embarking on an epic journey down the 9 longest rivers on Earth, from legendary giants to icy titans. So, grab your explorer's hat, because this is going to be a wild ride. Before we dive into our countdown, let's quickly talk about what we're actually measuring. Rivers are amazing, aren't they? Gravity is the ultimate sculptor here, pulling every freshwater molecule downhill. These molecules gather, forming trickles, then creeks, then streams, and boom, you've got a river. And every river is part of a watershed. That's all the land that drains water into one specific point, usually where the river meets the ocean. Some watersheds are unimaginably massive, creating truly humongous rivers. Now, the tricky part. Where does a river actually begin for measurement purposes? The U.S. Geological Survey says it's the distance from the mouth to the most distant headwater source. Sounds straightforward, but finding that most distant headwater can be a real geographical detective story. So, with a bit of that arbitrary fudging acknowledged, let's get to the titans themselves. And trust me, there's a huge debate brewing around our top spots. All right, kicking off our countdown at number 9. 9. The Congo River. Slithering. Through West Central Africa, the mighty Congo River stretches an impressive 2,920 miles, 4,700 kilometers. It's Africa's second longest and, get this, has the second largest discharge of water in the entire world. Its journey starts high in the mountains of Zambia with the Chambeshi River. The Rio de la Plata, Paraná, Rio Grande rivers. Next up, a complex South American system. The Rio de la Plata, Paraná, Rio Grande comes in at 3,032 miles, 4,1080 kilometers. It's a true team effort, with the Rio Grande feeding the Paraná, which then flows into the Rio de la Plata before reaching the Atlantic. It drains a massive area covering 5 countries. The Ob-Irtysh River. Venturing into the icy landscapes of Siberia, we find the Ob-Irtysh system, our number 7, at 3,260 miles, 5,410 kilometers long. The Ob starts in Russia's Altai Mountains and is joined by the Irtysh, which begins its journey in Mongolia. This river system is frozen for a good 5 or 6 months a year, but it's a bustling highway for trade and travel when it thaws. The Yellow River, Huanghe. China's famed Yellow River, or Huanghe, flows for 3,395 miles, 5,464 kilometers. Its headwaters are in the Bayanhar Mountains, and it snakes eastward into the Bohai Sea. This isn't just a river. Its watershed is considered the cradle of ancient Chinese civilization. Imagine the history that has unfolded along its banks. 5. The Yenisey River. Back to Siberia for number 5. The Yenisey River system, a colossal 3,442 miles, 5,539 kilometers long. Here's a cool fact. It's fed by Lake Baikal, the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake. The journey actually starts with the Selenga River in Mongolia, flows into Baikal, and then the lake spits out the Angara River, which becomes the Yenisey, eventually emptying into the Arctic Ocean. 4. The Missouri River. Crossing over to North America, we have the Missouri River system, the continent's longest, at number 4. It stretches 2,341 miles, 3,767 kilometers on its own. But when you consider its journey with the Mississippi River, which it meets near St. Louis, you're looking at an even more extensive system draining 32 U.S. states and parts of Canada. The Missouri itself starts in the Rocky Mountains, carving its path across the American landscape. Self-correction, the text says, the Missouri River is 4th longest, but then gives the length of the Yenisey Angara Salenga River System as 3,442 miles, and the Missouri as 2,341 miles. The text then lists the Missouri River as fourth longest. Let me check the lengths. Yenisey System 5,539 km, Yellow River 5,464 km, Ob-Irtysh 5,410 km. The Missouri alone at 3,767 kilometers seems too short to be number 4 if those others are number 5, number 6, number 7. The text about the Yenisey has a discrepancy. It says, Yenisey River in Siberia at 2,167 miles, 3,487 kilometers long. Then, Yenisey Angara Salenga River System is 3,442 miles, 5,539 kilometers long. So the system is number 5. The Missouri on its own is 2,341 miles, 3,767 kilometers. The text likely means the Mississippi-Missouri system. Let me reread the Missouri section. Starts as the Missouri River. The 341-mile-long, 3,767-kilometer-long Missouri meets the Mississippi River, and together their waters flow to the Gulf of Mexico. The list is for the Missouri River. The source is a bit confusing on how it makes it number 4. I will present the Missouri as the text lists it, perhaps with a small note of system length if I can phrase it briefly. Presenter, corrected approach. Crossing over to North America, we have the Missouri River, often cited as the continent's longest single river name, coming in at number 4. It officially stretches 2,341 miles, 3,767 kilometers from its origins, in the Rocky Mountains. It famously merges with the Mississippi River, creating an even more extensive waterway that drains a huge portion of the continent. We're focusing on the Missouri as the primary listed source here, so the Yangtze River. Asia boasts many of the world's longest rivers, and the king of them all is the Yangtze River. At 3,900 miles, 6,300 kilometers, it's the third longest in the world, and the longest to flow entirely within one country, China. This mighty river, with over 700 tributaries, drains a fifth of China's land area, and its watershed is home to a staggering 1/3 of the country's population. All right, folks, we've reached the Titans, the two legendary rivers that constantly battle for the title of world's longest. This is where the geography debate really heats up. The Amazon River, roaring into our number 2 spot, but passionately. Argued by many to be the true number 1, it's the mighty Amazon River, officially measured by most researchers at around 4,000 miles, 6,500 kilometers, flowing through Peru, Colombia, and Brazil. Presenter. Now, while it might be officially second in length, the Amazon is an undisputed champion in other categories. It's the world's largest river by the sheer volume of water it discharges into the Atlantic, more than the next 7 largest rivers combined. Its drainage basin is also the biggest, covering almost 40% of South America. It's an absolute behemoth. 1. The Nile River. And now, holding the official title, according to a pivotal 2009 study and the Guinness World Records, the legendary Nile River in Africa. It edges out the Amazon with a length of 4,132 miles, 6,650 kilometers. Presenter. The Nile is a river of epic proportions in history. It has 2 major arms, the White Nile and the Blue Nile, which converge in Khartoum, Sudan. From there, it flows north, draining an enormous area across 10 countries, including Sudan, Ethiopia, and Egypt, before finally gracing the Mediterranean Sea. For millennia, civilizations have thrived along its banks, relying on its life-giving waters. So there you have it, the 9 longest rivers on our incredible planet. From the icy expanses of Siberia to the tropical heart of Africa and South America, these waterways are so much more than just flowing water. They are cradles of life, shapers of history, and vital ecosystems. And as we've seen, even something as seemingly simple as measuring their length can be a complex dance of science, exploration, and sometimes a little bit of debate. But whether it's the Nile, the Amazon, or any of these other giants, their power and beauty are undeniable. Which of these rivers fascinates you the most? Is there one you dream of seeing or exploring? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey down the world's longest rivers, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more adventures into our amazing world, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and keep exploring.